You can't defraud anybody. I can lie and talk you out your money, and I ain't done a motherfucking thing wrong.
Maybe I'll sell the house. Maybe I won't.
Men lying. But once I start defrauding you, then that's a crime, homie. And you have me giving you this money in the name of the information you done gave me. And we buying houses.
If I gave you statistics and we're flipping houses.
They wasn't giving them statistics. They had a real estate program where they were teaching people how to acquire this. And it was a Ponzi scheme.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real.
Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
So let's go and do it like this, because speaking of the rich not mixing with the poor, we got to talk about some things, and I got to get your thoughts on Cesar Pena, DJ Envy. Seemed like they didn't round up some type of something. You know, DJ Envy said, "I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm a victim." But to say you have a victim, to say you're a victim means that you're saying a crime been committed. And now they're going through with this housing scheme to where, you know, people have given their money and they ain't got back their return on their investment. And now they're, you know, the feds then came in and came down on Cesar Pena. My question to you is really more so, is it a crime if someone willingly gives you their money, expecting some magic to happen behind the scenes?
Yes, if you gave them false information. You can't defraud anybody. I can lie and talk you out your money, and I ain't done a motherfucking thing wrong.
Maybe I'll sell the house. Maybe I won't.
Men lying. But once I start defrauding you, then that's a crime, homie. And you have me giving you this money in the name of the information you done gave me. And we buying houses.
If I gave you statistics and we're flipping houses.
These niggas wasn't giving them statistics. They had a real estate program where they were teaching people how to acquire this. And it was a Ponzi scheme. Homie, that's against the law.
Yeah, that's where they lost me.
It's a Ponzi scheme. So once you do so many people, of course it becomes a crime. You do one or two or three people, you done hit a lick. But once you continue on and you start doing this on the level they was doing it, homie, nigga, they were teaching classes. And they was promising some things. And at some point, they had to begin to play as if you bought this for this to get to this point. Everybody else seemed like they stopped. I ain't gonna say no names, Tony the Closer. Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names, Tony the Closer.
While you can.
Yeah. It seemed like what's the other nigga name that came here, did the real estate? He was at the Pandemic bookstore in Oak Cliff. They was on the corner, the real estate nigga that was doing
goddamn, he was talking good game.
Come on, man.
Goddamn it, he was talking that good ass
What's
game.
the nigga name? Homie, he had everybody fooled at first.
Fuck, man.
Him and Tony Closer beat the people. See, Tony Closer gave the money back. Tony gave the money back. Man, what's that nigga name? He was a big real estate. He had everybody.
He was out talking to a lot of people.
Morrison?
It wasn't Morrison. It'll come to me.
So let me just say this, homie. I know I got law enforcement friends, homie, who people believed in these guys so much that they gave into this. So I ask people all the time. Let's go back to prosperity preaching. Let's go there. So prosperity preaching came about late 90s, 2000. For then, it was fire and hailstone brim preaching. Then all of a sudden, you got these prosperity preachers, Benny Hinn, Creflo Dollar. Everything began about, man, prosperity. God is prosperity. And it became about money. So we started seeing multi-rich preachers. But everybody who was sowing these big seeds, we never heard no testimony where, man, I sold $10,000 to preacher and boy, I'm a millionaire. You never heard those stories, but you would hear the preachers say this, right?
Thanks.
So that's the first one. So for 10 years, there was a big portion and big faction of black people, homie, who were running to the church, believing if they sow these big seeds into these churches, that's who built the mega churches. That's who built the mega churches. The prosperity preaching and people believing, I got a seed, Reverend, and people were throwing money at the preachers thinking that the return on the seed would go be tenfold. And boy, these people check engine light ain't went off yet.
God damn.
So let's go to second thing, a second wave that came about. Credit restoration, credit repair.
Oh, man.
Boy, that hit big and boom. Man, you signed him up for 20. We never saw nobody who got into these programs who went from having bad credit to all of a sudden having credit, business credit, this credit.
30 days.
Come on, homie, we never saw it. That lasted for 10 years to a decade. Then all of a sudden, here come the real estate gurus. Here come all these real estate programs. Take my real estate. We never saw nobody who won from it, homie.
Hey.
So at some point, the government can't keep saving black people. Because I'm sure they didn't scam a bunch of white people because it wouldn't have lasted this long.
So I would ask you then, what are your thoughts if a scammer scams a scammer?
I've been scammed before. Yeah, I've been a scammer who been a scam. I used to be a nigga that like to play with that counterfeit money.
Do you have any remorse with them?
Nah, man. Yeah, I do. Because when I took it out the streets and started putting it on regular, the working man is where the bad luck goes into play. So as long as I'm keeping it on these street niggas, it's cool. But nigga, I went and put it on the working man. That's when a nigga was fucking with the throwback jerseys.
Mitchell and Ness.
Yeah, man, and that's when nigga was spending $1,000, $500, $800 buying them. Man, I shoot like $5,000 counterfeit money on a guy around Christmas time, around this time. And he go to the mall and try to and get jammed up. This grown man called crying. Cause he in some trouble. Kind of money, he in some trouble. And they were starting to get hot on it. Make a long story short, nigga, within a week or two after that, shit, I get got with some fool's gold. Mexican catch me with that gold. With that gold, we walk in the pawn shop, but he got somebody in the pawn shop in on it too.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man, so they testing and everything and say, hey, man, I give you $800 for the bracelet. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking nickel.
Come on.
I'm saying, man, if a pawn, they give me $800 for this bracelet, man, I know a pawn shop I can take it to at least get 15. You know what I'm saying? And man, I ain't thinking about the necklace. So they wink at each other, cancel the transaction. It should have dawned on me, why wouldn't he pawn it in? You hear me? But I'm greedy.
Yeah.
Greed, you can't think straight. So soon we get outside and say, hey, Holmes, I'll sell it to you. I hurry up and say, man, get here. Jump in the car. My baby mom said, give me $800. This bill money. Man, give me the $800. She just cashed her check. She said, man, you sure? Man, give me the money. Shit, man, here, give it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Man, jump in that motherfucker, go straight to the pawn shop, and this is fool's gold. Come back to where they got it from, and they playing dumb. So do you crash out?
Yeah.
But guess what? When you get back in the car with your baby mama, you know what she say? That counterfeit money you shot on that man.
Man.
He in trouble though. Yeah.
The universe course correct.
Say, homie. Next thing you know, nigga getting rent money gone, so now you getting evicted out your little apartment. Now you and baby mama breaking up.
It's like,
you hear me? Yeah. This sets a domino effect.
Domino effect. Nah, that's real.
The best part, if you would have paid him, that Mexican was counterfeit money.
Could've got
I paid the nigga. You hear me? I'm trying to be honest with the Mexican. Yeah, I done paid the nigga. So yeah.
Man.
That would have been.
But look at this though, homie. I don't think to put it down on the Mexican.
Right.
I put it down on my people. Man. Yeah, that's how we think though. When we doing wrong, homie, we don't never think to do wrong over here. It's always to do it here because we feel safer.
Yeah.
We feel safer. It's almost less consequences.
Do you